It's a beautiful night in Iowa City, and I am so happy and delighted that we have good weather. It's warm. Snow has already melted everywhere, and we have the best secret, or best hidden secret of the Iowa City Community School District with us tonight, Shimek Elementary School.
We are very happy to be here with you, Hani.
We have a bouquet of the best, right?
I would say that is true.
To my right side is Terry Connor, the principal of Shimek Elementary School and Title I coordinator
Yes.
in the district,
Yes.
which is another important position.
Yes, it is.
And to your side, can you introduce your
I can.
guests?
This is PJ Wilmeth. PJ is a third grader and student council member. Maggie Massal is the next student, and Maggie is a sixth grader, and Maggie has won an Outstanding Citizenship Award from the Iowa City Council. And Nolan Case has also won an Outstanding Citizenship Award, and he is a sixth grader at Shimek.
Oh, yeah.
Next is Dr. Valerie Bills, our counselor at Shimek, and Ann Wilmeth, Shimek parent, PJ's mother. And here we have Miss Nora Medemeyer, who is a third grader on student council, and Victoria Weckman, a sixth grader who has also won the Outstanding Citizenship Award, and Dylan Gould, a sixth grader who is also part of student council. And Dylan is also going to talk to us about a service project. And Dylan was with us last year when we came too.
That's correct.
So
And he left a wonderful impression.
yes, he agreed to come back.
So let us move to Dr. Bills and tell us, this evening you have selected a title for this show, which is the community service at Shimek Elementary.
Right. Community service is an important part of Shimek, and all of our students contribute a great deal to the Shimek community and the larger community. But we do have a subset, our student council, and we have 12 students in grades 3rd through 6th grade on our student council. And we meet and we try to do a different service project about once per month. And I'm going to let the students talk about that. But the 12 students, 3rd through 6th grade, it's a big responsibility because they're representing Shimek at all times. They serve as ambassadors when people come to our school, and they need to come up with ideas and take responsibility for their part in carrying out the community service or the service project that we have.
And who makes the decision about the projects?
Well, we vote. We talk about what we'd like to do, and then the student council votes.
So it's a real democratic process.
It is. Yeah.
So can you then introduce your troops here to talk about certain parts of their activities?
Yes. Let's start with Nora. Nora, you were going to talk about, was it? Ronald McDonald House. That's a project that is year-long for us. Most of them just are for about a month, but this is a year-long project.
So for Ronald McDonald House, we collect pop tabs from like soda cans and stuff like that, and we pull them off and put them in a bin, and that bin goes to Ronald McDonald House and contributes into money or something, and my Girl Scout troop has visited the Ronald McDonald House. We helped clean it up.
And Nora, you're a 3rd grader?
Yep.
And you speak so well like that, and you are so well prepared. That's very impressive.
Thank you.
Okay, and who's next?
And then PJ, you were going to speak about our most recent, the one
Yeah,
we just
Pennies for
launched,
Patients.
Pennies for Patients.
Today we had an assembly though too for Pennies for Patients, where we take loose change and bills and we put them inside a box, and that money goes to people with blood cancer and leukemia for studies and to help people afford it. And I think that that's a really good
This is
project.
a very noble cause. I mean, you are doing this for a very noble cause. Can you speak a little bit about these kids who have?
It's not just kids, but it's also adults there too.
Okay.
So it's like anybody who has it. And it goes to like researchers, the money.
They're trying to find a cure and also help people who maybe need to travel, and also the medication is very expensive. So it's for research and to help people who are dealing with the illness.
And do you learn something about this illness or?
Yeah, we did at our assembly. She showed us like with volunteers, like for when she did the white blood cells, a girl put on some Tashari,
She put on white gloves to represent the white blood cells.
To represent the white blood cells, and then she used bubbles and she tried to pop them. And that's like and so the white blood cell eats up germs.
Right, and in the meantime, leukemia is kind of increased.
Yeah.
A very high level of white blood cells. It can endanger the life of the patient. Right. Wonderful. And next.
And then, Nora, you were going to talk about the
DPO meeting.
Oh, right.
So at the DPO meeting, it's the district parent organization. Some student council members lined up outside the doors, and when people came in, we asked, "Are you here for the DPO meeting?" And if they said yes, we would take them down to the library to where the DPO meeting is.
And we have, I think, a parent right there. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit on this?
About the DPO meeting?
Yes.
Yes, I attended that DPO meeting where the students were very gracious and friendly and welcoming hosts. They were eager to open the door for each adult who attended and greet them warmly, and I was quickly whisked off and escorted right where I needed to go. They were very, very good representatives of Shimek.
And you are PJ's mom, right?
I am.
You're a proud mom.
I am, yes.
Wonderful. And who is next, Valerie?
Then, PJ, you were going to talk about
Cassie's mittens.
Cassie's mittens.
So for Cassie's mittens, we decorated a box, and people could donate gloves and hats and obviously mittens. So you dropped them off like inside the bin, and then they were taken to people who needed gloves and hats and those winter gears.
Excellent. And next.
And I think that's it for student council projects. They do a wonderful job. We also do some school service projects. Sometimes, for example, a former Shimek student who was working on a Scout Award asked if he could put some bins at Shimek and collect for the Crisis Center. And so, you know, all of our students and families helped contribute to that effort. And he was very grateful, as was the Crisis Center. So those are some things we do when we're asked by other groups. We also did Thanksgiving dinner for some families, and we had one family donated actually several turkeys. So we had a really nice array of things to give to families for their Thanksgiving dinner. So that was something that we did. And I believe Dylan is going to talk about two other school projects, the dance marathon and our Martin Luther King Service Day, right? So I'll let you do that, Dylan.
So for the dance marathon, we were collecting money all week for the Spirit Week, where we have like one day is Wacky Day, another day is Pajama Day, and there's different things that go on every day each week, and we collect pennies and nickels one day, dimes another, quarters another, and dollars another day. And then it all leads up to the dance marathon, where we tribute money to, I don't remember what, but we paid money and it goes to some organization. I don't remember which.
University of Iowa Children's Hospital.
And so we raised nearly $3,500.
Right, that's a good amount of money.
And the proceeds were just in for the entire dance marathon. I looked at it twice. I think I read it right. It was like over $2 million, which is absolutely amazing. So we were a part of contributing to that.
Right. This year it was a major success.
Yes.
Undoubtedly.
Dylan, do you want to talk a little bit about the Martin Luther King Day Service Project?
Yeah, so we went to Legacy Point, and the 4th through 6th graders, each grade went to a different part of the building, and they performed plays, and we performed songs.
Dylan, I want you to tell our audience what's a legacy point, because we are on YouTube. A lot of people in Europe may turn to this one. They are not from Iowa City. They want to know what's a legacy point.
It's a home for the elderly, like some who have high needs and some who don't need as many needs.
And how long did you spend there?
Each class, I think, spent about like maybe an hour there, a little more.
Very nice. And I see Victoria getting ready to speak, right? What are you going to tell us?
Well, I just want to talk a little bit about some of my community service.
You go ahead.
Okay, well, I participate in Girl Scouts, and last year I earned my Bronze Award. So for that, we donated we collected around Shimek and churches. We collected children's books and educational books and some adult books. And then we actually raised a few hundred, and we donated them to the homeless shelter to
in
try
Iowa
to help
City here?
Yeah, to try to help improve literature.
Wow.
And I'm going to start working on my silver award. I'm trying to focus it more on recycling. So I'm pretty excited for that. I participate in something called the Backpack Project. It's kids around Iowa City who are gonna be hungry. Over the school week, they're able to get school lunches and get that kind of food. But over the weekend, they don't really know where their next meal is coming from. So I donate food to help go to kids with those needs. And some stuff I do around Shimek, I participate in safety patrol. So I help make sure every kid gets into school safely. And I'm a reading buddy, so I go to a first grade classroom. Okay.
That's amazing. Well, it's very important for me to say a piece of news is because tonight you are going to receive an award, right?
Yeah.
And that's from our mayor and the city council, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to shake hands with the mayor maybe in few minutes from now, right?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
And it will be aired on another channel on cable too. I think channel 4 probably, right?
I think so.
Yeah, the government channel. So you are going to leave our studio to another studio.
Yes.
And with you, there are two other warriors who are fighting for community service, and who they are.
Meg and the one behind me.
Yes. So now maybe it's your turn to tell us
Go ahead,
about your role. Yeah.
Sure. Well, first of all, I serve our community by helping in church activities and multiple funds donating to both my school and church. I also participate in protests against wage theft and other community causes too. I serve a community district by participating in safety patrol and reading buddies, which also helps the younger kids with their education and safety for later generations. Being a good citizen to me means helping the greater good. We're just supporting them. I plan to help our Shimek garden so we can raise more foods and so we can provide more food to people everywhere. And I plan to also help some more fundraisers.
So you, Nolan, you are in the leadership of the school, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel about losing him to junior high?
It's always hard when our sixth graders leave us.
That's
And they have been,
tough time.
this
huh?
group, they were my helpers last year and when they were fifth graders. And they helped me with PBIS celebrations and they just did a wonderful job. So now this year they've just grown into new leadership roles. So as much as we'll miss them, I think we need to let them go on and do their leadership at the next level in junior high because they need them too.
Which school are you going to? It's Southeast?
Me? Yeah, Southeast Junior High.
Wonderful. Now, I see you prepared already all the activities because if I were you, I will do the same because there are too many. You don't want, do you have some more or you're done?
No.
Okay, so can you
That's
introduce
great.
your other, the third person who's going
Yes,
to
this is Meg.
receive the award tonight?
Okay, well, things I do to help our community is I do 4-H, and in 4-H, we usually do a community service project about every week, every month when we meet. We also help clean up the fairgrounds to raise money for the next fair. We also, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, we work at, I think it's called the Feeds and Pop stand in the fair, and instead of having to pay people to work there, we volunteer there. In Cedar Rapids, I went to Sleep Out for the Homeless. That's where we made these cool structures out of cardboard boxes, and we slept out in, I think it was the Memorial Stadium.
Wow.
And so that was really fun. It was really cold though, so if you're going to do it, I recommend bringing snow pants. We sold breakfast burritos off the Cancer Walk in Cedar Rapids, and that was a lot of fun. I do safety patrol and reading buddies at school, and I also do bus sergeant. And so bus sergeant kind of fits in with safety patrol because, I mean, it's just kind of keeping everybody safe. And then with reading buddies, we help our partner learn to read, and so that's really fun too. Let's see. We do.
We do a lot of things. Well, let me just tell you're a very impressive group of people. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, you are aware of a lot of social issues, community issues. You have such a deep awareness and understanding of what people live in, the poor and the needy and the dispossessed and disadvantaged, and that's so impressive. And definitely I give your parents good part of the credit to not only your school, but definitely when your parents would allow you to relive the life of a homeless. That's instead of going to a luxury camp, you know, a nice hotel, swimming pool. This is the kind of citizenship that we need in our community. And you are a good example of this, and you have to be so proud of it, indeed. Let us go to the parent. What do you feel when your daughter has all this feeling about the community and its needs?
I think it's great. I think it's that should be an important part of the public school experience, is to foster a sense of community awareness and facilitate service in the community. I've been very impressed with what she's been able to accomplish and what everyone at Shimek has been able to accomplish.
Well, I know that you have something to show us now.
Yes, we have a short video of our students that Dylan introduced. It's our sixth graders, and the video is actually in our classroom because we took it after we came back from Legacy Point. But they are really doing a great job singing the song that they sang to the people at Legacy Point.
I can tell you how much all our team here, Musa, who just joined us as the floor director today, our senior director, Mr. Peterson there, Mike Peterson, you're familiar with him.
Yes.
One of the old guards of the district, and of course John Karoff, the father of this program, and me. And we are so proud of having Anne tonight for the first time, and my friend Valerie Bills, who is an accomplished musician. I have to plug that.
Thank you.
And she's just a remarkable wealth of knowledge and of science
Absolutely.
and art all together. So. And of course, under your leadership, you emit energy and enthusiasm and love to this community and love to its people. You are not only the best secret, but you are one of the best.
Oh, well, thank you, Hani.
Remarkable, and thank you very, very much. Now we are watching together your kids in the video.
Okay.